Okay, so we're back today talking about the Metaplex again. And remember I discussed the fact that we're looking at this Metaplex-based site called Alpha Art. And one of the questions I had is, well, how do they do the search? Because the standard one that we're using, I think this is it. It's showing up kind of weird. But you can see it does not have any search. But theirs does. And I think if you're going to have a, whoop, wrong one. Let me see. No, that's ArtStation. Where did it go? Here we go. Okay, so getting back to Alpha Art, you can see it has a search collections. So the question I had was, how is it doing it? I didn't see anything obvious in the the provided code. So I decided to go on a hunt, and I think this would be useful for you. So what I did is I simply did a search. And then I had a look at the debug. Now you can get to the debug by clicking here, and you'll see more tools, and you'll see developer tools, and that'll lead to a debugger. So anyway, getting back to our debugger, which I want to make sure you're seeing, one of the things they have here is network. Now, this is, let's see something. And you can see right at the top, it says React Developer Backend. Okay, so that is, there is some backend that they call, which is, it's that, does our search. So we're going to go to where it's sources and React Developer Tools, build, React Developer Tools backend. Now, fortunately, this is not obfuscated. You're actually seeing the code here. So get all enumerable keys, get display name. So this can do, let's see what it imports. Looks like most of the imports are, oh no. So, no, they're not commented out. Enumerable keys. So this is using, looks like Webpack. Let's go way to the top here. This is the Webpack stuff. Not that familiar with it, but it is what is providing, I believe, the functionality required to actually do the searching. So, the next thing you want to do is, now we have the file, and it's, like I said, it's not obfuscated. So, you can go up here and let's see what we got. Get all enumerable keys. So put a little breakpoint here. I thought it would let us. It did earlier when I tried. Why is it not letting me do this? Let's try it again. Bring it up again. and see if I could do a breakpoint because I was able to do it earlier. So the key is you could put a breakpoint in here. There we go. So you can put a breakpoint in interesting places, and then we go back to make sure you're seeing everything you should be. Yeah. So you see, I got my breakpoints in, and what I'm gonna do is go back. And I'm gonna let's try something else. This is actually kind of cute. Dog. Hit return, and did I get my break? Did it break? Let's refresh and try it again. And it's not breaking where I thought it would. Put in some more breakpoints. Alright. Let's go back to the first page. And you can see it. What do we get? We don't get a name yet. Oh, let's let it continue. Actually, this little button here, so we can then do what we needed to do. Now, let's try this again. See if we can. Okay. You can see it is LT. Don't know. And it seems to be getting the display name. Let's see if we can turn this. I'm going to get rid of this one. See if it goes anywhere else. So it did not break on that. It actually didn't break on either of these. Go back to network and see what anything. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm going to clear this. This little button should clear the cache. And we're going to try it again, see what we see. So, I thought I had something initially, but let's see what we got. So we don't have that. We have this chunk collection, main disk cache. That's interesting. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, this is obfuscated. And you can tell because it's all on one line. Let's check on pretty. No. Oh, wait. It gave us a pretty print. This is good. So, this is pretty typical, right? So what they do is they get rid of the lines, they change all the methods to some letter and all the variables to some letter. So you can't figure out what the heck is going on. And that's the whole point. So it looks like it is in main. It it looks like it goes to some chunk. Well, that's interesting. Let's go back. So it looks like it's actually going to the individual collection. So let's see what we got here now. So this is interesting. This looks like it's calling the search function right here. But where is the search function? Interesting. So we know we have a search function here. See, because it's saying search and then DNT. So this is our query. And this is what different things. So let's try this again. I'm going to clear this out, and then I'm going to put in and see what comes up in here. So we got a search on cat, and this is where it ended. So this is, okay, again, this is obfuscated, and we hit the pretty print button. So content, so it looks like it's doing, well, what is case? So I'm gonna put a little thing here and see what we got. See if we can try that again and see if we hit something. No, we did. No, it doesn't look like we did. See if it hits anything. No. So far we have not hit a so this is what looks like it was returned. Initiator. Main chunk formatted. Okay. Formatted 881, fetch, API v1 search. Okay. So it's calling some API v1 search. So let's copy that. See if we can, actually, let me bring this up and make sure I'm going to show you this, but I want to make sure I have the right folder open. So let's see. I'm going to go here and to JS and show you this. Because I think this could be potentially a where, see, this is how you go through the process. You try to get the clues from the window, the browser debugger, and then you get here, and now we're in our code, which you can't see yet. And what I'm going to try to do is go here and see if I can search on what we saw, which was API v1 search. And let's go here and search. Let's see. Oh, it's not showing up here in any of these files. Well, let's go. Okay, so let's see if we can find it here. Okay, so far we haven't found it. Go back. See if we can get this to break here. Let's see something. I'm going to try it, because then we can see some things like URL param. Well, let's look for that in particular. URL search params. Let's see if we can find that anywhere. Well, look at this. And this is located in, where are we? Query, use query search, so we at least now, we can use query search, and we can see that it is, this is where our searches might be. And looks like there is a search capability in here. So we found it in some of these files here, and my guess is that's, so it would be in the string. Oh, this is in string. So this is in the hooks. And this is in hooks. So it looks like library hooks. So it's calling a library function. Store.js. Index, these are all in, so this is in okay, this looks like it's something that's called So we have some stuff in the hooks, and it looks like see, it's nice. It kind of gives you it returns search parameter, so that makes sense. Let's see what we got here. So this is how you get the search parameter. So as you can see, we're kind of closing in on the closing in on how one might search. And if we look here, so it's, let's see, and see if we can find something. The thing with doing it this way, this is in some of the main code, and what they may have, I'm trying to see where they actually, what you can certainly do, and what I'm trying to find is, you can see here they are creating a call, and this looks to me like the header of some back-end code, some RESTful definition, but the question is, what is that, what is that code? Is it, my guess is, what you're going to have to do is talk directly to Arweave or Arweave bundle, whatever you're doing your thing on, whatever you're storing your data in. And I think the next step here, I think this is good because it shows you how I kind of try to ferret out what the program is doing. But the next step really, I think, is to go back and look at the Arweave documentation and understand how you do searches there, because I think that's what one's going to need to do. Now, one other thing, and I can see if I have this in this. What do we got here? Okay, that's visual code. And okay, that'll help me. I want to see if, okay, so we have alpha. We have our thing, which is acting kind of weird. And we have the code from, here's the code for Metaplex. So in here is your Rust code, and my guess is the actual searching function is in somewhere in here. And maybe the best thing is to go back here. See, is this it? Yeah. Is to go back to visual and go to on the open folder, Rust. Okay, so this is Rust, and I'm wondering here if we have So this is where you can this looks like it handles the metadata count. Let's see something. There are some files like this one. Remember when we looked at Solana? This is a Solana. This looks like it's a Solana or part of a Solana smart contract. Because this, you see our program ID accounts and input, and this is for auctions. So you can actually change this how, if need be. I think this is all set, kind of, unless you really need to, this is kind of stuff you'd probably want to leave alone. Okay, this program further account bucket, so you can have different kinds of accounts. So it looks like there may be something in here, but so far I've not found the code that actually does the search. We have some ideas, and I think it's useful that we're able to find some of their stuff, in particular. I don't know if you can. In particular, this sort of thing can give us some ideas about how this all works, because it's clearly doing a fetching data right here, and this comes directly from when we looked at the network and saw where is it going out to, because you had to figure if it's doing a search and retrieving stuff, it's doing some kind of call. And it's going to have to, get the information it needs by going back to the data store. So anyway, hopefully this has been helpful. What I've tried to do is show you some of my techniques for looking at how this art site works, this alpha art works, so that I could see if we can borrow some of the ideas about how to do searching, how they do their searching on collections and so on, and take advantage of that. But you can see they have this is pretty fancy. They do have this very sophisticated search thing here. And they do have buy now and different ways. It looks like they actually sell a lot of collections. So revolutionary NFT currently allowing use of myself Solana without any listing fees. So it looks like they have quite a few. Some which, depending on your taste, may be more or less appealing. Anyway, hopefully this has been helpful, and I will speak to you next time. Take care.